everybody, it's Erin Reed, and today I'm going to show you kind of a fun way that I do, or what I do with my scrapbooks when I'm done with them. Now, obviously, you can put them in binders. That's really easy. But I figure I spend so much time creating fun scrapbook pages, and to me, they're kind of like little mini works of art, that I want to showcase them. Plus, it's a fun way of adding somewhat current photos around my house of my kids, and they actually love to stop and look at them. I'll catch them just kind of glancing at them every now and then. And I have them scattered around my house downstairs, and then I switch them out. So this is the most recent scrapbook page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an older one. And what I mean by an older one is this is the frames that I put them in. Now I got to think about it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. I got 10 frames around my house. I had to count them. And like I said, they're all downstairs. I have 3 in my kitchen. I have 5 in my studio space, which is where I'm filming right now, but it's in the main part of the house. I have 1 right above like the cubbies where the kids are. I have 1 in like a back hall, and that's it. That's my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's it. There's my 10. So I actually have 3 different types of frames. This is 2 of them. I'm going to show you the 3rd one here in a minute. This is the most basic type of frame that you could get. Now, this usually comes with a front cover with like a plastic cover on the front, of which I took out. And the basics of this, and I had to add something to make this work, because usually you're supposed to like frame it and then the glass holds it, and this part is it's got a spring to it, which I think is kind of cool. So on the back side, you can see there's little springy things, and you can actually take this part out, and you can get these online. I'll have links for down below where you can find all these things as best as I can. Now, some of these I've gotten a long time ago, so I will do my best to try and find where I got them. So this is a little spring action, and I took the plastic cover that was on the outside because all of my scrapbook layouts, number 1, have some elements of thickness to them. So this gives the ability for, it doesn't matter if something's sticky off of it. Number 2, I don't have to keep undoing and redoing. Now, all I did is these are actually the Tim Holtz grunge board. I find they're a little bit sturdier. You could also just punch circles out of chipboard. If you've got chipboard circles, it was work. And I just did 1 in each of the 4 corners. And so this was the 3rd most recent scrapbook page I did. I just pulled down the frame, and then I just hang this on the wall. I just put little 2 frames. Every now and then I get one of these little guys that doesn't want to stick. I've hit that little space. This one's gotten a little loose, but it's really simple. It's just holding it in place in these 4 corners, and I don't really feel like it distracts from the look of the scrapbook page. That's one concept that I have. Second concept I have, I actually found a nicer frame. Again, it had a glass piece. This is a square frame. It's a 12 by 12 frame, and it had a glass piece in the front that I took out. I just got rid of it. You flip it over, and as any other kind of frame, you have these little things. Now you're saying, well, you're opening and closing it a whole bunch. Well, not really, because I have 10 of them, and I don't scrapbook as much as I used to. I definitely have. I'm going to kill my fingernails if I keep doing it like this. So as I was saying, as I have 10 of these, I'm going to kill my fingernails. That's why I'm grabbing my palette knife here. So I'm lucky if I make 10 in one year. So I am not opening and closing this frame. I mean, this particular scrapbook layout, I think I did 2 years ago. So that's as long as this one has been in here. Now, what do I do with them when I pull them out? Well, I do put them in an album. But the fact that the scrapbook page has been in here for the past 2 years is good. So you can tell this is what the frame was. It was like something you could write on, and it had like a glass front, so you could write stuff. It was a monthly calendar. Well, I don't use it like that. It was a 12 by 12 size. It said that on the thing, and I snagged it. Now, I'm obviously doing this completely wrong. So here's my front piece. As long as my scrapbook page is a true 12 by 12, these fit beautifully. And I just slide this in, and I'm missing a little tine right here. Make sure all my little tine things are up. I believe they are. And then I place the backer in there. And the purpose of this is just to give it a little more stability. It gives it that little extra something for everything to stick to. And then I just pop all these down again. And there's also enough of them on here that it's not a big deal. So it makes life really simple. So why do I do this? Well, like I said, the kids love to look at their scrapbook pages. They like to see them. They do pull out their albums, but this is a way, there it is. Look how pretty that is. This is a way of actually getting your scrapbook pages a little bit more life, and I'm just kind of centering it in here. I've got some room to kind of shift it around. And then I will go hang this. This is one that's actually going to go in my kitchen. So even though this picture is a couple years old, it may be more current than some of the other pictures I have around the house. Like I have their baby pictures. How often do you really frame a picture? I don't much anymore. Everything's digital, but I do make scrapbook pages, and instead of throwing in an album, I put them in here. And then like I said, I will take this and I will put this in an album. This picture is probably, like I said, at least 2-3 years old. And then I'm going to show you my last option. So this is the last type of frame that I have. And this is I think it ends up being like 15 by 15 when it's all said and done. This is a 12 by 12 scrapbook space. And as you can notice, the space in here is actually quite large. Right in there. Now, you could probably make this yourself. This is a cool DIY thing, and I have been tempted to try and make that, but then I found other options where I didn't need to make it a magnet. So this whole entire board is a magnet, and then there's these good strong magnets, and you just put your page in there, and there it is, and it holds. I mean, these things that hang on my wall all the time, they're wonderful. This was a original Creative Memories board that has, I don't even know if they make them anymore, but I will do my best to try and hunt something down for you guys and put the links down below so you can find them. So it's really cool. It's a much bigger frame. It's not just a little bit bigger than a 12 by 12 because, like I said, like this space in here, I think you almost have an extra inch. Like I want to say this is 14 by 14, so this might be more like an 18 by 18 full size. But if you wanted to go get a whole bunch of stuff framed, or you found some bigger frames that you can then fill in a magnetic board, this is an easy DIY for you. Super simple. And again, it's a great way for my kids to like see their pictures and hang them up. And I've done all this. It kind of also, because I've done all this artwork, it's a great way to hang it up on the walls in my space in my studio. And it's kind of cool. So my little crafty trick to you and my way of showing you a fun way to use your scrapbook pages without just shoving them in an album right away is to hang them up. So there you go. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to go down and check out the links below so you can try and find these fun frames. And I will see you guys again soon. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.